Greetings, Grandfather. Some of you have been asking for something different. Practical. Useful. How do we use this, Grandfather? How does it fit into our lives? How can we make our world better? What can we do with our spiritual studies that will improve the quality of our lives and life around us on a practical, day-to-day level? That's what I like to do. So, I'm going to give you something to practice. It's something very useful, and you'll find that it works very well with machinery and even electronics. Here's what to practice. Practice being something. For those of you who are actors, you'll already know how to do this. Some of you will have to try a little harder. Picture, if you would, in your mind's eye, or if you're near there, go to the beach, stand on the sand or sit on it, and try to feel being the sand. You don't have to just be anywhere with any sand. Pick sand that feels good to you. If you can't go to the beach or you're not around sand, picture something in your mind's eye that looks ideal to you, and feel as much as you can being the sand. Now there's more. Picture also, or feel, being oil. I'm not talking about processed oil. I'm talking about the oil that's deep within the earth, where it's really quite restful. Mother Earth uses that to balance many of her surfaces, her body being somewhat like a shock absorber in some ways, and her oil and gas domes are used for that. So without thinking too much about it, just feel yourself being oil. All right, there's that. Then here's a third part. Also, try feeling yourself as being stone, a mountain. Do the same thing. Picture a mountain and feel yourself being that. Within mountains, we know, or even deep underground, one might find iron ore or minerals that are used to make various metals, or even combinations of metals. So practice those three for starters. And I will give you one application of it on how to use it. But wait until you can be, meaning feel yourself, as those elements, as I mentioned before, at least to your satisfaction. Then, let's keep it simple. Find something around the house. It can be, say, a telephone, a television set, sure, a computer, something from which many portions of it are made up of glass, which relates to sand, or plastic, which relates in some ways to oil, or metal, which relates in some ways to stone, you see. And what you do when that object is not in use, so if it's a phone, shut it off. Or if it's a TV, unplug it if you possibly can, but if you can't, then at least have it off without anybody able to turn it on in that time you're doing this. Then feel as strongly as you are able. We'll use the TV, okay? Feel yourself as sand. And when you feel it totally, reach out towards that television set and touch it. Try to touch the screen or any part of it, the side of it, whatever's most convenient to touch, and feel yourself being sand. Remember, inside the electrical circuits, you might find things that are quartz, and sand is often made up of this. So be that sand as long as you are able, holding your hand on the television. You'll notice that if you remove your hand, or start to remove your hand, if you feel even slightly uncomfortable, put your hand back on and leave it on the television until you can remove your hand, and in your body, especially through this part of your body, meaning your chest or solar plexus area, you feel relaxed. That means the TV will have remembered. That's who it is in part, and it will be able to run better. More next time.